his name is Cain. He had a horse along the countryside. I saw him ride.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 revenge kills in movies.
Men with me, brother. Our great father is dead.
For this list, we'll be looking at memorable moments in films where characters get even by taking out the bad guy. Due to the nature of this list, there will be spoilers. If there's a kill we missed, come after us in the comments. Number 20. I Like the Way You Die, Django Unchained. Freed by bounty hunter Dr. Schultz, Django is determined to find and rescue his enslaved wife, Broomhilda. However, first he gets vengeance on the slavers who separated them.
I like the way you beg, boy.
Together with Schultz, he confronts the Brittle brothers on a plantation, right as Big John is tormenting a black woman. A flashback shows us how they did the same to poor Broomhilda. So when Django throws Big John back at him, along with a bullet, you can't help but cheer.
I like the way you die, boy.
He's not done, whipping and unloading his gun into Lil Raj before Schultz finishes off the last brother. Number 19. Castle Hits the Saints, The Punisher. Frank Castle's vengeance is always brutal.
You'll smell burning meat, and then it'll hurt.
After Mafia boss Howard Saint kills his family, Frank manipulates Saint into killing those closest to him. Once that's done, he begins the final phase of his revenge, and it is an absolute bloodbath. The climax sees Frank attack Saint's club, ruthlessly murdering his men and son in the process. When he catches up to Saint, he reveals how he manipulated him before tying him to a car and sending it into a parking lot with an absurd amount of explosives. Overkill, yes, but stylish all the same. Number 18. Amsterdam Kills the Butcher, Gangs of New York. When it comes to a good revenge plot, it's all about the timing.
And may the Christian Lord guide my hand against your Roman popery. Prepare to receive the true Lord.
Eternally traumatized by the murder of his father, Irish immigrant Amsterdam waits for his day to take vengeance on gang leader Bill the Butcher. Versing himself in the arts of combat and persuasion, Amsterdam earns a position as Bill's right-hand man. However, his assassination attempt is foiled when his identity becomes exposed. Ultimately, though, the two have their moment of reckoning in a brutal knife fight, where Amsterdam takes his long-awaited victory stab.
Mighty Lord, you were the dagger in my hand.
Guide my hand on this day of vengeance.
Number 17. Death by Microwave, The Last House on the Left. This kill is as creative as it is satisfying.
There's been an accident.
During a storm, John and Emma Collingwood give shelter to a group who, unknown to the Collingwoods, just assaulted and tried to kill their daughter. Once they figure it out, violence is inevitable. In the climax, main villain Krug is knocked unconscious and John and Emma take their daughter to the hospital. But John returns to the house to get revenge.
Hey, what are you doing, Doc?
Paralyzed from the neck down, Krug is powerless as John places his head inside a microwave. You can guess what happens next. It ain't pretty. Number 16. Pufferfish Paralysis, Law-Abiding Citizen. After Clarence Darby murders Clyde Shelton's wife and daughter, he serves only a few years behind bars. So Clyde decides to deliver his own form of judgment on an operating table.
You see, I know what it feels like to be helpless. Just like when I watched you slaughter my whole family.
He paralyzes his victim with pufferfish venom, straps him down, and, well, we can't really go into the details, but whatever you're imagining, it's probably worse. Clyde seems to relish the terror and pain he causes. It's a gruesome, horrific scene, but for that same reason, it's a memorable one.
I'm a father, I have a little girl, and what you did, bravo.
Number 15. Harmonica's Hunt, Once Upon a Time in the West. The revenge tale in this spaghetti western is unique in that the motive is only revealed at the end.
So you found out you're not a businessman after all.
Just a man.
Hired by a railroad tycoon to intimidate a family off their land, gunman Frank murders them instead. Frank eventually enacts his own schemes, but they're disrupted by the enigmatic harmonica.
$5,000.
As the two prepare to duel, a flashback reveals Harmonica's motivation. When Harmonica was a boy, Frank hanged his older brother and forced Harmonica to hold him up. His nickname comes from the harmonica that Frank placed in his mouth. We were already rooting for Harmonica, but with this fact revealed, Frank's demise is all the more gratifying. Number 14. Theater Fire, Inglourious Bastards. During World War II, Shosanna's family is killed by SS officer Hans the Jew hunter Landa. While she doesn't get to kill Hans, she does manage to get revenge on the entire Nazi leadership. When her theater is chosen to premiere a Nazi propaganda film, she devises a simple but effective plan to lock them in and burn them alive. The cherry on top is the special message that she spliced into the footage, telling them that a Jew is about to kill them.
I have a message for Germany. That you are all going to die.
It makes her revenge all the sweeter. After all the trauma she's endured, we can't blame her for a little theatricality. Number 13, Strapped In, The Crow. A year after Eric Draven and his fiancée are murdered, Eric is resurrected and seeks revenge. Each kill is unique and deserving for what the men did to the couple.
Victims, aren't we all?
But it's the death of gang leader T-Bird that's the most satisfying. After kidnapping him at gunpoint, Eric straps T-Bird into his car and loads it with explosives. The moment when T-Bird realizes his kidnapper's identity makes the scene especially delectable.
You can't be you. We put you through the window. There ain't no coming back. This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back. We killed your dad. There ain't no coming back.
As the car careens off a pier, it erupts in a shower of sparks and flames. Eric leaves behind his insignia, capping off the coolest execution in the movie. Number 12, Blood is Thicker Than Water, Road to Perdition. Michael Sullivan, a loving father who works as a hitman, sees his two lives collide when his son witnesses one of his kills.
Jesus Christ, Connor, what the hell are you thinking?
Connor, his boss's unstable son, decides to take matters into his own hands by killing Michael's wife as well as his other son. Michael avenges the murder of his loved ones by hunting down Connor in his hotel. The music and tracking shot add to the tension as Michael pulls the trigger in the bathroom. We don't realize that it's Connor who's been shot until the door closes and we see his body reflected in the mirror, making the kill that much more satisfying. Number 11, Mrs. Lovett's Last Dance, Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. In a convoluted scheme to make Sweeney Todd favor her, Mrs. Lovett convinces him that his wife Lucy had killed herself.
Tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen to me.
The truth soon stares Sweeney in the eyes after he cuts the throat of the wife he hadn't recognized until it was too late. Stricken with grief at the realization that this was all an act of pure jealousy, he fakes his forgiveness to Mrs. Lovett in return for an opportunity to cast her into a furnace.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.